This is Tuesday testimonials from my text messages because each and every week I get all of these amazing messages each and every day about how this little patch that I call my miracle sticker is changing lives. So if you'd give me permission, I would love to share some of the messages that I've gotten to read in the last week. Sound good? I think you're going to be excited. So let's start first with an incredible testimony from a lady named Josie. And here's how it reads. Okay. I'm 55 and I deal with Hashimoto's. That's a tough one. Since my 40s. I started using the patch in June of 2024. So she's almost at a year point. Within 1 to 2 weeks, I noticed brain fog gone. Guys, that's pretty powerful. Brain fog gone. If nothing else, just putting on a patch every day lifts and eliminates the brain fog. That's really cool. I was actually at an event at a hair salon last night, and one of the gentlemen there had talked about he had just started patching as well, and he just felt so much clearer, and then he had better mental focus. That's brain fog, you guys, and the patch is working for that. She said, by month 2 and 3, I started weaning myself off Levo. That's Levo. And I'm assuming that's a medication or a pharmaceutical drug. I don't know. By month 4, I completely stopped. Wow. I love that. So one of the things that I love to do, and I really have just started traveling all over the country and talking to people about these patches. And you would be surprised at the number of pharmaceutical drugs that some people are taking. Like literally, I was talking to a group of cancer survivors one day, and there was one lady who was on 12 pharmaceutical prescription drugs, 3 of which were for high blood pressure. And I said, why are you on so many pharmaceutical drugs and 3 for the same condition? Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to treat, cure, or diagnose. That's not in my wheelhouse. But I would really question why so many pharmaceuticals and why 3 for one condition. Now, when we also talk about RX drugs, it's a drug. And have you ever watched those commercials about the pharmaceutical drugs? And they talk about really briefly that one good thing that it does, just one, okay? But then they have this whole list of all the side effects and potential hazards of taking that drug. Because guys, at the end of the day, it's a drug. And it might have a small desired side effect, but we all know that whole list of other things going over there could be causing more damage. Now, I want to stop here with these testimonials because this is super important, because another testimonial that I'm going to talk about in a minute is also about a pharmaceutical drug. Again, we're not here to treat, diagnose, or cure, and I'm not ever, ever, ever going to tell you to stop taking a prescription or stop taking your vitamins, because we probably the patch doesn't give us vitamins and nutrients. The patch does a whole lot of other things, so we still need those nutrients. And then if you're on a pharmaceutical drug, you probably need to still take that and then work with your doctor as you see the positive changes are happening to kind of wean yourself off that drug. And it very likely will be possible. I know personally, my own dad, who will be 81 years old this year, has got to come off of blood pressure medication since patching and a cholesterol medication since patching. And guys, he's 80. When does that happen? It doesn't. So let's carry on because we've got some more good stuff in text messaging. She says, and we'll complete with Josie here, to have my body working as it should, that in itself is worth patching till the end of my life. It just makes my little heart so happy. Okay, now the hairdresser. So like I said, I worked with some hairdressers last night, and here's a testimony from a hairstylist, because guys, they work so hard and they're on their feet constantly. They need our patches. As a hairstylist in my early 50s, I wouldn't be able to work without wearing these patches. There we go. Bonus. When wearing these patches, I realized that I didn't need my anxiety medications anymore because there's two of our patches that I recommend that when you combine them together, I call it the Happy Patch combo. And it's pretty cool and powerful what has happened. And you know what? This lady right here, she has experienced that for herself. So very, very exciting for her. Now, let's talk about Mike. He's my last one that I want to share with you guys today. And let me even just show you a little picture of Mike here. And can you see the patches on his face? This is going to make sense in just a minute. So you'll be excited to hear this because I think a lot of people can sympathize with what Mike went through. All right. I have to share something absolutely incredible. For days, I've been dealing with constant pain and significant sharp discomfort in my lower right side teeth. So the teeth, the jawline right here. I mean, how many of you have had dental pain? It's just awful. It's terrible. And nothing seems to touch it. I couldn't get in to see my dentist for 3 whole days. Bless his heart. I mean, have you ever been there? Have you ever had a toothache or damaged your tooth? What if it's on a Friday night? You can't get in unless you go to an expensive ER dentist. And dentists are so backed up that when you're in pain, it lays you down. I mean, I've been down before on the couch. It's just terrible. So I can sympathize with Mike here. He said, I couldn't get in to see my dentist for 3 whole days, and I was desperate for relief. Guys, have you ever been desperate for relief? Yeah, it's horrible. Pain is horrible, and it makes people do crazy things. So he was desperate for relief. So I decided to try the patches, and we have a specific pain patch on his face right there. He said, I'm still in disbelief. Wow. And then here, the next part, he says it with big capital, all capital letters. The pain was released immediately, like gone in seconds, immediate. I couldn't believe it. Thank you for this game changer. This patch is the real deal. Oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, how exciting for Mike. And I mean, he's almost even smiling there. Could you imagine being in severe pain and smiling? So, you guys, I hope you enjoyed those testimonials, and I want you to see the different things that we just talked about that it helped with. It helped with pain and anxiety and Hashimoto's, and with my dad, even with cholesterol and high blood pressure. I mean, his blood pressure was so low. The doctor even asked him, have you been feeling a little dizzy? And my dad was like, yeah, a little bit. And they said, that's because your blood pressure is so good. It's low. And he's had high blood pressure for years. You know, I trust these patches with my dad and with my 2-year-old granddaughter. And so I think you could trust them for yourself as well. Or maybe it's someone that you love, that you see struggling, or that you see having some serious issues or concerns. You know what? I would recommend checking out the website that I have in the comments below or shooting me an email. My email address is in there. If you have questions or if you want to shoot me your testimony too, I would love to come and share next Tuesday your testimony about how these patches have changed your life. Because you know, no matter what your circumstance, no matter what your circumstance and what you're dealing with, you deserve victory. And I would love to be the one to help you out with these amazing little miracle sticker patches. Thanks for coming by today, this Tuesday testimonial text. If you want to hear more, please like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons are below. And I hope you have a great week.